call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm put in 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. Went throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But in 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Watch General West. Defense.
On first down, Lauletta. And incomplete to open things up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, let's get this.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Go now.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ready?
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And that's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Come. Hustle, hustle.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. It's complete to Britt. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Move.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson options out left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It's 2nd and inches at the 44.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Lauletta. Lauletta hit, and it's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Bravo!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, ready! 10 logo. You must be dreaming. Get it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yep. Hey, Delta. Now.
Lauletta to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Let's go. 10 yards. That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Break.
Check my 40. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Ready, ready.
They'll run on first down. Williams. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. That is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Williams running left. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. An update from Buffalo, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got some space here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out?
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jackson options out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Here's the mark. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Key 26. Single.
It's Lauletta off play action. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Step.
Here's Lauletta. Caught here left side by Brent. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Sam off.
4 down.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Lauletta now to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Brent. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Right. Look at me, zipper.
On first down, it's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over. Let's go. Here we go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson, option right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on quarterback.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
You ready?
We got 4. We got 4.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Team 6.
Single receiver.
Go.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now it's Laletta. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go. Get it.
Back to throw, Laletta. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Right now, let's go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Now.
On first down, Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. And an alley to run. Big hold of the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to work. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Alex Okafor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, go.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
Now Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Set, 8, read. 48's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Now.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling